Hi, welcome to the interview. How's your day going?
Really good. It's really nice out. How's your day?
It's going pretty good. Well, today I'm just going to ask you some questions. It's kind of about life, but they're also kind of random, so kind of just bear with me. My first question is, describe your hometown and how it's made you the person that you are today.
Okay, so I grew up in Bloomington, Minnesota, which isn't far from here. It's about 40 minutes. I have lived there my entire life, so that's really all I know. I never moved around. I grew up in a house with two other sisters. I'm the middle child, and then we always had dogs. And when I think about Bloomington, I, in particular, think about high school, I think, because that's my most recent memory I have from living there.
Mm-hmm.
And the high school I went to was very diverse, which is, there's no problem with that. And that's kind of how I feel like Bloomington is as well, and I'm really grateful for that. I've got to experience a bunch of different things, as well as meeting a lot of different people. We have two high schools in Bloomington, and I feel like both high schools were very close with each other. It didn't matter what school you went to, you were still really good friends with the people, no matter where they were.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really great to meet a bunch of different people, and a lot of them have came from other places or have moved around. And then in high school as well, I was on the dance team, and that's a huge memory I have when I think back to Bloomington as well, because we would perform at the football games. So a lot of it just really makes me think of growing up and my childhood and all the memories I do have there, because now that I'm almost done with college, I feel like I'll move back home for a little bit, but it won't be my home now, because I kind of want to move somewhere else. So for me, it's just really, I guess Bloomington has really just made me who I am today by all the people I've met, and just growing up through all those different experiences through the people I met in Bloomington.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't change it for the world. I love all the memories I made there and growing up there with my family. So it's a good memory to hold on to, but I want to create new ones somewhere else.
Yeah. What were your best memories about being on the dance team?
Some of my best memories on the dance team, this probably comes off wrong, but we were always seen as the underdogs, and our senior year, we worked really, really hard, just as any other year, but I think since we were in the control of being captains, we really pushed towards trying to make it to finals, past sections, and like I said, we were always seen like we weren't a good team, like we weren't a competitor against anyone else, and we really proved ourselves that year that we were a force to be reckoned with. We didn't actually make it past sections by score sheets, but really we did. We danced the best that we ever had, I feel, in the 4 years that we were there. So I would say that would be one of my favorite memories from it, was my senior year and all that we had accomplished in it. And we kind of really changed the team around from the past years. So I'm really thankful for that.
Cool. Well, it sounds like you had some good memories. What made you decide to go to River Falls?
I decided to go to River Falls because I was really undecided on what I wanted to do after high school.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that was really nice about River Falls is that it was only 40 minutes away from where I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying that I was a homebody and wanted to be home, but I also wanted to be close enough where I felt like I was able to go home and be with my parents and spend time with family when I needed to, versus being 4 hours away or having to take a flight like my sister did because she went to school in Texas. So I wanted to be far enough away but still close. So that was a big factor. Also going back to dance, that was another thing that made me choose River Falls. I love being a part of a team. That's all I'm used to, all I really was used to, because I've been dancing since I was 3. And that was the perfect way for me to transition from high school, and a big part of that was dance, and then coming to college and still having that kind of group, that family to be with. So that was another big deciding factor. I like to know where I kind of belong in a way and have new friends to meet, and that really helped me switch onto it. And then throughout being here, I've learned a lot more about myself and kind of what I wanted to do through my major. So I'm happy with the reasons why I came here, that it was close and with dance team, and throughout it, I'm very happy with my choice.
Nice. So you talked about how you're on the dance team in high school and then how you're on the dance team in college. What were your favorite memories, or what is a favorite memory of yours about college dance team?
It's kind of almost the same thing. I guess I've been a part of teams where we're seen as underdogs, but it's pretty great because we always get to prove ourselves. And it's kind of nice because, not saying some people have it given to them, but sometimes in dance, teams just, once they win it one time, they continuously get it. And, I mean, they deserve it, but at the same time, it's like no one else really has a shot.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of nice to prove ourselves. I think it was my sophomore year. We went to Nationals in Daytona, which is always fun. And we had worked our butts off, just like any other year or any other team. And we made it to what was called a Challenge Cup. And what you had to do was, you didn't actually make it into the finals, and this was only one person made it in the Challenge Cup. And that was your way to prove yourself. And we got it, and it was the best moment ever because we were not expecting it at all. I mean, we knew that we did great, but we were just kind of used to not always being the one to be picked. So when they said our names, we're all holding our hands, and they were like, "Oh, River Falls, first place, they're going on to the finals." And we all, like, looked at each other, like, this isn't actually us. And it was my most favorite moment ever. I think I'll hold on to that memory.
Yeah, it sounds like a good, like, accomplishing moment. Like,
It
you know
was.
that you've done well. What are some of your favorite things about River Falls, and what are some of maybe your least favorite things?
I would say that one of my most favorite things, and this is kind of weird coming from me because I came from Bloomington, which I was used to things being a little bit bigger, but I actually do like that River Falls is a smaller school. I like being able to be in a classroom and the teacher knows who I am. It actually does help a lot to have that, student-teacher relationship where they can help you with things, or you can go talk to them, and it's nice when you go to them and they know who you are. It's just a better feeling, and I feel like I've taken a lot more out of it. I also love the people I've met here, and I wouldn't change that for anything. The things that I don't like, I would say, is that organizations here aren't really recognized as I feel they should be. So I think that's something that River Falls could do better with. I only know that through my experiences with dancing, but also with other teams. I feel like sometimes we don't have as much school spirit as other schools do, and I really wish that was something that would change. I think it would make everyone's experience a little bit happier.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one. I do think that, like, organizations need more credit sometimes, and it's kind of a cultural thing, but hopefully it'll change in the future. What are some of the most important lessons you think you've learned so far in life?
Some of the most important lessons I've learned is not to hold grudges. Make sure you tell everyone that you care for, that you love them as much as you can, because you never know when the last day is going to come, or really what they're going on in their lives. You just always need to let someone know that you love them, you're there for them, and you appreciate who they are. And then also not holding grudges, like I had said before, because really in the end it's only going to make you more angry and upset about things. And I mean, you just need time to reflect on some things, but I think it's important to let it go, and whatever that problem may be, because it's going to make the situation better and make yourself happier and able to move on.
Yeah, and that big part of it is, like, just being able to, like, let go for the good of yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like maybe the other person doesn't deserve the forgiveness, but, like, for the goodness of, like, your own self, like, you just need to let it go.
Exactly. If you just hold it on for yourself, it's not worth it, because you're going to be the one angry in the end, even if the other person doesn't deserve the forgiveness.
I agree. What is your proudest moment so far, and what do you think your next proudest moment will be?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one. I would say my most recent proudest moment would be when I did my internship last summer. It was a sales and marketing internship where I had to go business to business around the area here in River Falls and Hudson, and it was not easy by any means. I went to training in North Carolina, which was completely out of my comfort zone, somewhere I've never been. I went somewhere where I didn't know anyone, and there was 700 other interns.
Wow.
So just going there for myself and, like, kind of traveling alone with my first, like, job experience with an internship, that was, like, a big overcoming thing for me. And then when I came back here, I ended up selling throughout the summer 4,500 individually, and then I think it was 38,000, somewhere around there, in sales.
Wow.
With my team. And just over the summer of getting a lot of no's, and in sales, when you go business to business, you're kind of seen as a pest to people, and that was really hard for me to debrief at the end of the day, kind of all the negativity, and just trying to bring myself back up and stay motivated about it. So throughout that entire experience, I stuck with it and came out in the end with good accomplishments. So that's something I'm really, really proud of.
Yeah.
that I had accomplished, and I feel like I've grown a lot from it. And something that I would say that my next biggest accomplishment would be, soonest one is graduating, so I'll be very excited about that. That's a huge stepping stone in my life. And then I think after that, well, kind of being like the next steps of my life, as in getting my own place, supporting myself. I'm starting a new job, and that's going to be a whole other thing in itself. So hopefully some good accomplishments in that.
Yeah. Tell me about your new job. What are you looking forward to about it?
Well, it is going to be a medical sales position, which, going back to sales, but I've always wanted to work in the medical field. My mom's a nurse, and she always talks about how great she feels at the end of the day. She's been able to help someone, and just her stories were really inspiring, so I wanted to go towards that side of things. Could you rephrase what you asked me?
Just like describe your new job and like what you're looking forward to.
Going off on a tangent. So I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of new people. I'll be able to go to different hospitals and labs around the area, and just traveling a little bit because I'm responsible for 4 states, maybe 6. And just traveling around, meeting new people will be really cool, and just kind of seeing what accomplishments I do make along the way. Because right now it's really unknown. It's something I've never really actually done, and it's a full-time job. So just to see how that goes for me.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm looking forward to it for you too.
Thank you.
Do you have a role model, and if so, who is it, and why are they your role model?
My role model is, and always has been, my mom. She is the most selfless, loving, and caring person ever. And she has gone through so much, as anyone has. And she's always just been the most caring person through it all. And she just, I can't even explain it in words, but she's just always so strong through everything that she's done. And I really look up to her. And if I could be half the person she is when I'm her age, or as a mom like her, I would be so thankful.
That makes me cry. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm sure everyone wishes that they had a daughter like you.
Oh, God. Stop.
It's true, though. It's so probably so true. Well, thank you so much for participating in my interview.
Yeah, of course.
Our server today is Chelsea.
Shoot.
Oh, sorry.